Hello, Matthew here from MK Images, back again for another editing tutorial. Here we're looking at newborn photography, and this is a lot of the editing that I do is based around newborns. And you can see that this baby has been shot in a white studio. Now in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make that white even more white, so you get a particular style which is going to create a bit more of a punchy white. Now you may see, well, it's quite white already, but I'm going to show you a technique here to just make it look a little bit more artistic. So I've already done a bit of work to this image. I've changed the skin tone a little bit off the baby because it was a little bit red, but I'm going to show you this technique. So first of all, we go to the layer that which is selected here. We click on that layer, and then we want to draw a selection around the baby. So we want to go to the lasso tool, which is up here, you can see it here, or you can press L for the lasso tool, and then I'm just going to draw around this area of the baby, right around the baby and this toy here, and then we're going to make a selection. So here's the selection, and we want to feather that selection. So you can go to Shift F6, which brings up feather selection, and I've set this at 100 pixels, so there is a little bit of a gradual change between the effect that we apply, so it's not that noticeable, so it just blends in. So we're going to pick feather selection at 100 pixels, so press OK. And now what we want to do is we want to invert the selection, because we don't want to select the baby, we want to select the rest of the image. So in order to do this, you press Command Shift I. This is on a Mac. I believe it would be Control Shift I if it was on Windows, which, as you see, can select the background. Now what I want to do now is go to adding an adjustment layer. We want to add a hue saturation adjustment layer. So we go down here to this little circle with a half here, which is the adjustment layer icon. We click on that. We bring up hue saturation, and under default here, when it says preset default, we want to change that to cyanotype. Now it looks a bit strange, obviously it looks blue, and this is actually going from the olden days where photographic printing came up with this idea of the cyanotype blueprint, and it actually comes from the Greek meaning dark blue substance. Now, be that what it may, whether that's relevant to the effect you actually want to create, it's not that important, but you want to go to saturation and you want to bring it right down, and then on lightness make it a little bit more bright, and then you can see that that is actually created the background, and you can notice especially at on the wall area and the curtain, it looks a little bit more almost like a really snow white color. And you can see if I can turn it off here, it almost goes from a slight yellowish white to a more pronounced milky white, which is the effect that we wanted to create. So as you can see, it's improved the image, I think, a lot, and it just looks a little bit more clean, a little bit more pure, and just an overall nicer effect. So that's a way that you can make studio-based photography look that milky white color in the background, just to give you your images that extra artistic feel. That's it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my content, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.